Da 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 da. I'm lost and I'm found, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Hello, my fellow Whovians and subscribers, and welcome to my latest Doctor Who review, where today I review Cold War, which is Series 7, Episode 8. Yep, Episode 8, starring Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor. So, Cold War. The basic plot of this story is as follows. In 1983, the tensest point of the Cold War, a Soviet submarine discovers a strange creature frozen in the ice of the Arctic. When one of the Firebird's crew breaks it free, it starts attacking. As the crew strikes back, the 11th Doctor warns them that the attack could be considered a declaration of war on the entire Ice Warrior race. So, Cold War. This story is quite popular among the fans. A lot of people even say this is the best Matt Smith story. I don't know if I can go that far, but it certainly is a welcome return for the Ice Warriors. Most definitely. It's nice to see the Ice Warriors come back. This, I believe, is the first time they've actually appeared in the new series. So I definitely think that Skaldek as a villain is one of the highlights of this story. I mean, the practical armor looks really cool, and the practical effects all look great. And actually, the CGI of Skaldek's face actually blends really, really well together. But even the prosthetic hands look really cool. So they did their best. So clearly, they did their best to honour the classic series and to honour the Ice Warriors of old. And I think they've come up with a look that looks very reminiscent of that. And it's really quite scary, actually. So I think they've done a really good job. They should be proud of that. And the actor that voices Skaldek is Nicholas Briggs. Well, he voices him, but Spencer Wilding is the body of Skaldek. So good for him. We also have actor Liam Cunningham, who plays the captain. He's a famous Irish actor, I believe. He's a good actor, Liam Cunningham. I quite like him, and I think he's good in the story. There's a lot of tension between him and the Doctor as the story begins. I do love the lighting of this story. I think the production design is amazing. The sort of submarine set is really cool. And again, this is one of the best visual-looking stories ever. I mean, the lighting is so colourful and vibrant, but at the same time, very dark and scary. It looks amazing. I think whoever did the colour grading and the lighting should be very, very proud, because it looks like one of the best stories ever. I mean, the supporting cast are okay. We've got people like, obviously Liam Cunningham, but we've got David Warner, who plays the Professor. He's good. I quite like him. He's got some nice moments with Clara when he's trying to keep everybody's spirits up, and he's trying to calm Clara down when she's nervous, and he's like, well, I sing Duran Duran's Hungry Like the Wolf, hence why I did that in the opening. And Clara does that at the end when she gets a bit scared. But there's some nice moments between Clara and the Professor as well. Stepashin, played by Tobias Menzies, is good. Peter, played by Josh O'Connor. Onigan, played by James Norton, who's one of the actors rumoured to play James Bond. Belovich, played by Charlie Anson. Yeah, they're all good. They're all decent characters, and yeah, I like them. For me, where the story finds fault is the pacing. I feel like the story gets off to a great start. It gets off to a romping old start, but then it starts to drag in the middle. It becomes very talky, which is a real shame. I mean, obviously they're building the tension, which is fine, but I don't know. I just felt like it was dragging quite a bit. And also the ending of the story. I'm probably going to get hate for this, but I thought the ending was really anticlimactic. The way the Doctor's trying to reason with Skaldek just before he's about to blow the whole sub up. And then Clara decides to reason with him. And then the Ice Warriors just turn up and rescue him. That's it. So there's like no resolution. It almost like it's like the ending is a bit of a cop-out, really. It's like there could have been a great dramatic way to end the story, but it ends really abruptly, which is a real shame. And then once he leaves, once Skaldek is teleported away to his ship, that's it. Yeah. There's no more tension after that. It was so rushed. They could have made more of that. Really, I thought that was a pretty poor way to end the story. But nevertheless, I think Matt Smith and Jenna Coleman are really good in the story. I think Matt Smith as the Doctor is particularly great. He has to do a lot of reasoning and everything with Skaldek, and there's a lot of drama between those two, and the Doctor's trying to avoid a war, and he's trying to avoid the captain from being violent as well. And yeah, there's loads of great drama. There is loads of great drama in here. Don't get me wrong. I think Jenna Coleman's good in the story as well. Clara's great. She's not too annoying. She's just there as she's supposed to be there, and her role is good. This story is kind of more serious. There isn't as much humour as there has been in the past, which I think is good. It's nice to have a change of tone for once, and I kind of like the serious tone of this story, and it works really well. It's dramatic. Murray Gold's music, again, is fantastic. It's just the ending that really bugs me. And then the TARDIS is also transported away because the Doctor was messing around with some technology which enabled the TARDIS to relocate. So in the end of the story, the Doctor's like, "Oh, can we have a lift?" Because the TARDIS is at the South Pole, which is interesting. Like, as I said, I think that the story starts out well. It's just the pace of it as it goes on, it didn't really retain my interest that much, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. But nevertheless, I did enjoy the story for what it was, and I can see why people like it so much. And it is nice to have the Ice Warriors back, and I think that this episode does a great job honouring the classic series in that regard. But for me, it's just not perfect, so I'm going to give Cold War a 8 out of 10. It is a good story. It's well done. But next time on Doctor Who Review, we get to Hyde, which is I guess sort of a horror story, I suppose. I've not seen that one for a while. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this review. What do you think of Cold War? Please comment down below, let me know, and stay tuned next time when I review Hyde. So until then, I'm Mr. TARDIS11. Thank you for watching. See ya. Bye for now.